So far in my quest to drop a dress size or two, I've tried the strangest ways to lose weight. I've gone in search of a surgical quick fix, bon appetit, and I've tried to find a miracle weight loss pill. And although I've lost half a stone in total, they were all flawed, and none of them have stopped me wanting to pig out on all my favourite foods. Do you know what? I'm absolutely starving. I've just nipped out to get a load of supplies. Bread, pastries, this is my real comfort food. Pasta, crisps. Oh. I'm your typical failed dieter. I'll stick to the latest fad for a few days. So this week I'm taking my dieting to a higher plane with hypnosis. From now on, dieting will no longer be about my rumbling tummy, it's all about the power of the mind. Hypnosis, schmipnosis, I mean, come on. I mean, some people think it's great, but I reckon it's probably a load of old baloney. OK, so I'm a bit sceptical, but it's apparently what caused Lily Allen to drop 2 dress sizes, and you can't deny she does look great. But before I embark on this mind game, I want some proof. So I've come to Leicester to meet 32-year-old Catherine, who's been hypnotised to eat less.
It has changed me. I've dropped a dress size in 3 weeks. And there's no effort there from my part. It's all because my mind is now telling me to change the way that I eat, change the choices that I make with my food.
Fantastic lunch. Grubs up.
Brilliant.
Let's see how Catherine gets on with a plate of pasta. She claims to only eat now till she's full. Unlike me. Do you know what? I could probably pack in double that amount. I love pasta. And once I start, I can't stop.
That's a huge portion, though.
Do you think so?
Yes.
You see, I look at that and I think, is there a war on? Brilliant.
It's lovely.
You're full. We've only had a tiny bit.
But I feel full, so I've obviously had enough.
Thanks very much. The meal will go in handy, and long may your hypnosis reign.
Thank you. Good luck to you.
Leading hypnotherapist Marissa Peer has agreed to help me lose weight. Fat chance, but here goes.
As I count backwards, you're going to see your feet, hear your feet, feel your feet, treading each step. So right now you're looking down 10 steps. How old are you?
About 9.
Just describe what's going on.
It's Sunday lunch, and it's very stressful. And it has to be a family lunch, and it has to be a roast dinner. And therefore, we have to eat everything.
You have to eat everything because of your dad behind you. So just take this hand and just squeeze it into a fist. And this is how big your stomach is. And now every time you're eating, you can literally feel your stomach contracting. And for you, saying no to excessive amounts of food is saying yes to being the weight and the shape and the size you want to be. And food can never, ever be an issue again. Food can never control you. Just open up your eyes, feeling really good about this session. How do you feel?
Like I've been asleep for about 1 million years. It's so peculiar. You really do kind of go into this trance-like state. It's almost like, if you've never been hypnotised, it's almost like just that period of time just before you wake up. And you're kind of aware of what's going on and you feel incredibly relaxed. You know, it's a really nice state to be in. I don't know how this is happening, but the following morning, instead of my Carb City breakfast, toast, crumpets, lashings of butter and jam, I'm content just to eat some fruit. What did she do to my brain? Check that out. Marissa, you'd be proud of me. But is there any basis for why hypnosis might work? I'm hoping psychologist Dr. Emma Short can give me the answer.
Firstly, there's a state called focused attention. But it's also accompanied by this really heightened relaxation. I don't know, did you experience that, this feeling of real floatiness?
I felt very, very calm and very focused.
If in a normal conversation I said to you, oh, can you remember the first time you ever went into the cloakroom at school when you were 5 to get your PE bag? You probably couldn't. But with a very highly focused attention, you could probably remember what it was like. And then if I asked you, how did it smell? Was it raining? And so on, and I started to engage all your other senses, it would become more and more vivid and more real. So if it's done well, you get this short, really intense burst of that early experience that may be affecting present behaviour.
So maybe it is possible to get my unhealthy eating habits hypnotised away. OK, it's a day since I've been hypnotised to not overeat and to avoid eating absolute rubbish, so this is the acid test. Ooh, white bloomer. I mean, to be honest, it smells absolutely delicious. Do I want to eat it? No. I mean, this is the kind of stuff that normally I could just eat packets and packets and packets of. Really doesn't bother me. I'm slightly worried about where old Porker Richardson has gone. She, who could literally do an eat-all-you-like buffet, no problem at all, suddenly not interested, really, in all that old, fatty, greasy, carby food that I used to love. I'm kind of really content just to eat really small amounts and quite healthy stuff. Do you know what? That was delicious. And I've even left a bit on my plate. I wouldn't dream of eating a bar of chocolate right now. I'm worried that I'll still go weak at the knees at the sight of a bowl of crisps or a packet of biscuits. So Marissa has some visual devices to put me off those foods for good.
So, a little exercise in fat burning. You know, we all delude ourselves that crisps are just potatoes cooked in natural oil, but they are in fact solidified fat, and when you set fire to a crisp, you're going to see how slowly that burns. Imagine how hard your body has to work to burn off that fat. Can you see the fat coming out now?
Ew.
Yeah, look. And you can get a teaspoon of fat from this crisp. Smell that?
That smells fishy.
Put your finger and thumb together for me like that. And when I pull them apart, I want you to resist. So as I pull, you push. So just keep resisting me. So you can see you're very strong. Take that and put your finger and thumb together for me and resist me. See how weak you are. I mean, that's just like pulling pieces of paper apart. It's so simple.
I can't even resist. It's bizarre.
You literally have no strength in your hands at all. That's like a baby.
OK.
Put your finger and thumb together and resist me. Can you see the difference? Because you're holding a proper food, a real food. Within 10 days, you will form a different relationship that will last forever. And that's it. We're all done. I look forward to seeing less of you very soon.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. I'm not sure if Marissa is pulling another part of my body, my leg, but find out later if I lose any weight.
Back in the feeding clinic and in the blue corner, we have super skinny flyweight Kevin. And in the red corner is our supersized heavyweight Julie. So far, it's been a battle of wills.
This isn't a diet, is it? This is starvation.
But nothing,
You're
but
always making excuses.
No, it's not
Do you know what it is? Because you're winding me up.
Can we start? I need the toilet.
However, Julie's motherly touch is beginning to have an effect on Kevin.
I did feel as though I wanted to go home, but remembered that I've come here for a reason and with a goal and with an aim of what I want to achieve from this.
Okay.
It's lunchtime on day 3, and Julie is still waiting to eat a proper meal.
Lunch.
For Kevin, it's a full-fat cheese and tomato sandwich with thick oven chips, and for Julie, it's only a fizzy drink.
You know, in 3 days, I've worked out I've had 8 bourbon biscuits and a scrambled egg sandwich.
It's scary, I know it is.
It's awful. I could really eat that in a moment.
It was really nice.
It looks really nice. Unbelievable.
You just filmed that, didn't you?
Oh, it's disgusting. Oh.
Saddle up, because this week you've got your just desserts, as puddings are on the menu here at the Horse Show in Olympia in London. My stallions and I have come to see if people know their food facts from their pony and traps on 3 mouth-watering desserts. Decadent desserts are tempting to taste, but they might just go right to your waist. Now, I've whipped up 3 versions of the Great British Pud to test your knowledge. Here I've got apple pie and custard, my second pud, fruit pavlova, and my third pud, cheesecake. Now, which pud do this lot of horse lovers think is the most calorie-laden? Now, which one do you think is the highest in calories?
I think the pavlova.
I think the apple pie.
Chocolate cheesecake.
Pavlova.
The chocolate cake.
I would say probably the cheesecake. You look gorgeous, boys. Absolutely fab. Gorgeous, guys.
It was close, but 41 out of 100 horsey people thought that the pavlova was the most calorific pudding. Well, this horsey set clearly know their puddings, as it's the chocolate cheesecake which comes out on top with a saddle-splitting 530 calories.
I'm absolutely flabbergasted.
For the same amount of calories, you could eat 5 pots of chocolate mousse, 8 bourbon biscuits, or 27 mint crisps.
I'm glad the cheesecake's the highest, because that's my least favourite.
Next, with 503 calories, is the apple pie and custard. The apple pie contains 360 calories a portion.
That's not good.
But if you like your fruit pies, I've come up with 3 lower calorie alternatives. And the gold medal winner is the fruit pavlova with just 326 calories. The light and airy meringues, piled high with fresh fruit and a topping of whipped cream, brings this pudding in with the lowest calories.
I still eat the apple pie.
He doesn't go with the pie, though.